Welcome to another episode of Pistons of Fury. In this episode, we have some more bodywork on my 1966 Coronet station wagon. Follow along. Okay, so we are back in another episode of my left or driver's side rear quarter adventure on the Coronet wagon. So what we're going to be doing in this episode is going in here under the wheel well. I have a hole that I need to patch. This should be just kind of quick and easy, or at least it seems that way. I've got a few different options, so when I get that hole cleaned up, I'm going to make another cardboard template, kind of like I did for the back of the quarter here. And I will either make that out of my trusty wheelhouse patch panel from the Mustang that I now have hacked apart and practice painting on, so this continues to be the donor for a lot of different projects and a lot of different episodes, so that's pretty awesome. So yeah, I may take a contour piece of this if I feel like I need the contour. I may just use some thinner gauge sheet metal and make my own. Don't know yet, and yeah, we'll just have to see how that goes. So I need to take some time and see how I am going to film under here, because it's going to be the majority of the episode, and I can't just say, oh, I won't film it, and well, I won't have an episode basically if I don't film it. So I've got a GoPro charging. My DSLR I hate sticking under the car, just with the microphone and everything, and then especially when I'm going to be grinding, because I don't want stuff to hit the lens. Anyway, that's my problem. All you guys have to do is wait for the jump cut here, and then you'll see what's happening. Alright, so I'm going to get started. Alright, so looks like the GoPro has enough battery, so that's good news. And I've got my LED panel just sitting here on the ground, which does a pretty good job of illuminating this. So this right here is kind of what we're looking at. I've got this inner skin that has been cut. So I need to come in here with the grinder, I guess this close to my face, and try to clean that up. So I think what I may do is get some pliers in here and try to straighten this out a little bit, and then come in here with probably my little air-powered like removal disc. So like on the die grinder, not the full electric, not my Makita thing, just because that's going to throw stuff right in my face. Yeah, so that's where it's at. I'm gonna find a place to put you guys so you can watch all of this and get started. Alright, so a little status report from the depths of hell. This sucks. This is probably one of the worst welding jobs that I've ever encountered. There's really not a whole lot of room to work under there. I don't know what the GoPro footage looks like because I haven't really looked at the angle yet. So that's wide angle. It probably makes it look like there's a lot more room than there actually is. So it sucks. It's rusty metal. It's bent in an awkward shape, so I'm having trouble getting that nice tight gap for my weld. What else sucks about it that I can complain about on camera? The fumes and the smoke. This isn't good. Is this good for me? This is not. The stuff that I'm breathing under there is not good for me. I really want this to be over, but I have to keep persevering. However, I am done for tonight because I'm just done breathing all this. If I do it during the day, I can probably just air out the garage and it'll be a little warmer, and yeah, that'll just overall be better. It's actually going pretty well. I do apologize for the ugly welds. This is never going to be seen. I just need it to be structural enough that I can get some seam sealer on there and undercoating, and then it's good. So yeah, it's just thin metal, and then my patch is thin metal, and then the interior quarter panel is also thin metal, so it's just tough trying to get those to butt up against each other, and I can't get behind it to compress it. So anyway, I am going to stop rambling, but I am done for tonight. I'm going to come back tomorrow and finish this up, and then I've got to edit the video for you guys. But yeah, the journey continues. I'm going to do something different on the other side. I don't know what yet, but this is not... I don't know if this is the way to do it or not. Maybe if you had a lift, it'd be a little easier. But the way I'm going about it, man, I wouldn't wish this on anybody. All right, I'll check back in with you guys when I start back up on this. All right, next day, about to go back under the wheel well. So hopefully I can wrap this up pretty soon because I don't want to breathe all these fumes. But yeah, just gonna continue on this and try to get it done. So, good news. I figured out the title of this episode. It's going to be called Worst Job Ever. And then at the bottom it'll probably say, "Don't do this!" Exclamation point. Because that's what you do for clickbait, screen cap things, thumbnails. Alright, so we're going to come in here and there we go. It is all seam sealed. That's pretty ugly. Covers even uglier welds. But that was just the nature of this worst job ever. So when that dries, I'm going to come back through and just throw a coat of paint on top of that, just primer. And then after that, I will do some rubberized undercoating. So this will be all sealed. Not pretty, not ever going to be seen. Was really the worst job ever though. I am not looking forward to the other side, but it is just one of those things that you have to do to keep moving on a project. So I also, you guys probably saw, I uncovered some more rust here. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I suppose I'm going to cut this out and just make another patch panel and put that in. So that will have to come in the next episode. Hopefully that does not take up a whole another episode, because that would be supremely boring. But I am going to do that in the next episode. I am going to call it for this episode. So next episode, I'm going to fix this, and then I'm going to get started on my rerouting. Take a little break from the body work and the rust repair. Mentally, I need to take a break from that. And then I'm going to get started on my gas tank filling situation. and also start thinking about the trap door and how I'm going to do that behind the taillight. Yeah, so that's it for this episode. That was terrible. Thanks for bearing with me and following along. If you like the video, throw me a like, subscribe to the channel. We got a lot more to come on this car, and hopefully we'll get to some fun stuff and not so much maintenance stuff. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.